Welcome to Good Mythical More. Can we tell the plots of video games just based on the title, and of course all the other knowledge we have about video games?
But first, we got to do a little business. Thank you for being here for the quarterly report on our new company, Outdoor Survivalist Peeing Shoes for Women. Outdoor Survivalist Peeing Shoes for women.
And that first order of business, we're regretting making that the actual name of the company.
Right, yeah, because a lot of people are like, can you tell me more? Tell us what peeing shoes are. And we're like, well, give us a second. We got to huddle up.
Yeah.
And figure out what that is.
Well, there's a conduit that, it's hard to pee in outdoors.
There is a hermetically sealed contraption at the top of each one of these shoes that fully envelops the ankle. And think of a umbrella, and then turn that umbrella upside down. And because you never know where it's going to go.
Okay.
When you're peeing and you're a woman, and you're a survivalist and you're outdoor.
We've been told.
And so it sort of collects it in there, but then it actually filters it and recycles it, and you can drink it. So because it takes so long to explain that, most people click away from the ads before we get to that part about recycling.
Right, and it's hard to show it.
So we're basically here to say that we're shutting it down.
Yep, it's over. It's over. It's failed.
Yep.
Stevie, speaking of failed.
What is that supposed to mean?
What about our efforts to play video
back.
games?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to give you much here in order to tell me the plot of the video game other than the title, and it might be Struggle City, which is not the name of a video game.
No, but we're so familiar with video games.
Well, of course, because
I don't think I've ever played a video game that's had a plot.
Well,
Save the Princess?
He didn't even play the one that where you were the main character. I could never get him to play Zelda with me. I just played it with Ben.
That's right. Yeah, because it.
And now Ben's dead, and I can't play it with him.
Stop it.
That's the ending tag
Wild.
for each one of these games I'm about to tell you about.
I'm told it's good.
The first one is Lies of P.
Lies of P.
Lies of P. P spelled P. Speep. It's the capital P, the letter. Lies of capital P. Lies of P.
Lies of P. Okay.
I mean, can you give me an example of a plot line of a video game that you know?
Yeah, two brothers who are plumbers.
Come on.
Got to save the princess.
Yeah. Besides that.
A lot of times it involves saving the princess. But this is actually
the
from
lies
the perspective of the princess herself. And all the lies that she told to lure the plumbers in.
Oh, so she was behind it all along.
It's a prequel to Super Mario Brothers, in which
she ran away.
Yeah.
And hooked up with Bowser.
She loves Bowser, actually.
And she just wanted to, see what these plumbers are capable of.
She's acting like she doesn't like Bowser, but she likes what Bowser's giving her. And but that's a whole nother thing we're not going to talk about. And so
I think Bowser's giving her coins.
She loves coins.
That's our.
That's it. That's all.
So you're saying that the princess lies, that she likes to hook up with people, and that she likes coins?
I said she likes what Bowser's giving her.
I'm just a mirror
for
what you said. You're saying that about the princess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, the P stands for Pinocchio. Does that change things for you?
Oh, what? Pinocchio. Yes. He lies, his nose grows.
Okay, and then the longer his nose grows, then he can solve puzzles with it. It's like, it's a puzzle game, and then he tells a lie, his nose grows.
There's not much of a plot to a puzzle game. I think you took it wrong.
So the longer the nose grows, and he can use it for certain things.
He uses it as a pole vault.
I wish. This gets dark.
Maybe it's just to push buttons on the other side of rooms.
No, it says loosely based on the 1883 novel The Adventures of Pinocchio.
Oh, we already knew that.
Sorry?
We knew that.
The story follows the titular puppet traversing the fictional city of Krat, plagued by both an epidemic of petrification disease and a puppet uprising, work your way through the crumbling city and learn what it takes to become a real boy.
Petrification. Oh, look, there he is.
And this is
Oh, Pinocchio.
that's him.
Lies of P.
So his nose is short there. This is the best he looks the whole game. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
So was there a point at which Pinocchio became like, if it was 1883, is it like public domain now? Like any of us can tell stories about Pinocchio? Like what's the shelf life on that?
That can't be true.
If the answer is yes, are you
No,
saying
because
you
at
want to
some
do
point, like Mickey Mouse is.
I am not.
We could do things with
playing
Mickey
Pinocchio.
Mouse soon.
If
Right?
you're trying to be
Oh,
my
it's in public
Geppetto, I ain't
domain.
having it.
We can do whatever we want.
We can do
to
whatever we
Pinocchio.
want to with Pinocchio. And that's what these people thought, and they made this game.
What would we do?
I mean, I don't play video games, but there's
Well, I
something
think I
about
would do what you were
Pinocchio.
saying. His nose gets longer, and he
Pushes
he
buttons.
It's basically just a puzzle game.
Pushes buttons on the other side of the room.
How about the Sexy Brutale? Is the name of the next
The Sexy
game.
Brutale?
The Sexy Brutale.
I mean, can we see the picture
I
now?
asked. I said, and Michaela said no.
Well, Michaela, why did you say no? Because
Because I wanted you to use your imagination.
we don't have that much imagination.
Right. You think it?
Just give it to
You
us.
think it'll be a giveaway? It'll be a giveaway?
Show the picture, because this will give us something to go on.
Okay. Oh yeah, a lot to go on.
Sexy Brutale.
There's nothing sexy about this picture.
So what is that? Is that it's Big Ben in the middle of a maze
I don't think
building.
we should have seen this. Michaela was right. Yep, she was right. Now we're thinking too hard. I
So
mean,
you
it's
got
like
it's a masquerade party.
it's like a Clue kind of game, you know. Just like Clue meets French sex party.
It's
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is
that's
French.
kind of it.
Yeah, right.
Actually, that you just see. This is what happens when you.
Yeah, we
Michaela
don't
was
need
right.
to see.
Michaela was
whose idea
right.
was it to show us the picture?
So there's a
That
there's
was
a
Link's
sexy
idea.
murderer.
It says a never-ending masked ball featuring intrigue, murder, and the quite possibly occult. Relive the same mysterious day where your task is to save the other partygoers from their gruesome deaths before they happen over the 12-hour period by discovering clues, recipes, or items.
It's like Eyes Wide Shut, the board game,
Just-
or the video game.
And you can discover recipes.
Yeah, it's also a recipe thing.
It's a cooking video game. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
But they threw everything at this one, including recipes.
Disco Asylum.
Disco Asylum.
Elysium.
Elysium. Okay, all right. I was going to go a different direction.
I don't know. I kind of like Disco Asylum better. Because, if there's too much disco, you need to go to the asylum.
Right.
So I've heard of a Disco Inferno, but a Disco Elysium. What is an Elysium? Is that architecture?
Isn't that like the movie where Matt Damon lived in a big ring in the sky?
Everyone jumped in to correct me. No one jumping in with the definition of Elysium.
But it's the big ring in the sky where Matt Damon lives. Yeah. Well, it's the disco there.
An eternal paradise.
Disco Paradise. So this is a game. This is like a dance revolution, but every dance step you take, you're in pursuit of a cobbler who is running away with your shoes.
No.
And why did I say that? I'm just feeling it.
Yeah, he's just feeling it. He's following his emotions.
And then once you finally catch up with this lady cobbler.
Oh, it's a lady cobbler.
Yep, they can do it too.
Now I'm listening.
Well, I was hoping you'd pick it up.
Oh, no, I was so intrigued.
Well, they get in an argument.
Okay, right.
And it's one of those cut scenes. You know how in video games there's a cut scene? You're not really doing anything, but you're just it's basically like watching a movie for a second.
And then basically you're in a long argument where you keep choosing, basically, will you say
I want
this or will you
laces.
say this? But no matter what you choose, you just make the argument worse. And it basically just devolves into,
First person shooter.
right, that's what it becomes. Yep, it becomes an FPS. By the way, sidebar, what did the masseuse say about your face?
So, yeah, I told him I had to tell him this, but I guess I'll tell you now because he asked. I went to get a massage, as I do, and they always ask, how do you want it? And I was like, I want 80 minutes of just upper body, but I want you to end with the scalp. It's always good to ask to end with the scalp because that's a relaxing end to what otherwise could be quite a pummeling for me. But then it occurred to me when
80 minutes of just upper body?
just
Is
mostly
this
back,
someone
neck,
that you
shoulders.
know? Like, did they welcome? Weren't they just being like, "Do you want hard, medium, or soft?" Like,
he's
did
got
they?
way
Is
more
this someone that you have a
I have
relationship
so many
with?
instructions.
This is someone that knows you.
No,
Could
never,
you imagine
Oh,
having
boy.
to massage
never met her
him?
before.
All
Could you
right.
imagine?
But I could tell,
demands.
I could tell that she was very clinical about all of it, and she was responsive. And so then, as I was laying there getting the massage, I realized, you know what? When I rolled over, I said, like, before you hit the scalp, can you just give me my jaw is tight. Can you just give me like a jaw massage?
You asked for that.
I asked for a face massage. And so then she starts like doing this and then she starts doing this. And then
She got all the way to the mouth?
yeah, she
Did
went
she stick a finger in?
She went she went all the way around here. And then when she was done, I was like, that was amazing. And she said she gave me the tea. And she said
What did she tell you? A secret about something?
she gave me
She talked about all the other masseuses.
She gave me an assessment. She said, you have the most developed face muscles of anybody I've ever massaged. Like, I usually can't like palpate
Yeah.
like the muscles in the jaw. And I was like, well, I chew a lot.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has a lifetime of practice.
And then I told Christy this, and she was like, what? And I took Christy's hand when I got home, and I said, we were laying in bed, and I was like, you feel this? You feel that?
Oh God.
Feel that? That is developed, boy.
Yeah, but I think that's bad for you though. Was she worried about your TMJ?
Yeah, I don't have TMJ. I have a well-developed facial muscle structure. I'm like that guy who was addicted to eating those beetle nuts for his whole life, and his jaw was like this.
I'm
gonna be like that
You've been
guy.
looks maxing without knowing.
Yeah. I mean, I've never felt so good about myself. Like, I have a very muscular face, but I also have big cheeks.
I thought she was
so it
going to
covers
tell
it
you
up.
that you had so many muscles in your face, and you were going to say, "Well, I'm known for all the faces that I make."
I didn't want to get into
Not just the chewing.
or the faces I make, but yeah, I have
Okay.
I'm very muscular in the face.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for asking.
Okay, now Disco Elysium.
So what happened?
You are all over it, but actually, it takes place in a seaside town still recovering from a communist revolution. Players take the role of an
Let's see it.
amnesiac detective who has been tasked with solving a murder. During the investigation, he comes to recall events about his own past as well as current forces trying to affect the city. So
Yeah, we got to tighten that up.
Really,
We got to tighten that up.
Yeah.
I
The cover's
lost interest.
A cool painterly approach.
They kind of got a red and link thing going on.
Kind of, yeah. You should do that facial hair.
Oh, I can't, no.
Everything but the chin.
Yeah, I had to get a prosthetic. I had to get a prosthetic chin, but we could work on that.
What's wrong with that horse's neck in the background?
It's mechanical.
Mechanical.
All
Okay.
all the horses are dead. They ate them.
Oh, you know what though? I think you might know these next two. This one's Spanky's Quest.
Spanky's Quest. So this is a professional spanker who is out of work because in today's society you can't go around spanking kids.
Right.
So Spanky's looking for a new job.
Well, no, Spanky
How
is,
does it-
he's
how-
trying to find a culture or a country where it's still okay to do this. It's his quest. It's his quest for work.
To spank children.
And so basically, you just go to the place and you ask around. And it's like, is it cool? Is it cool here? Is it cool to spank kids? And if they say no, he just moves on to the next place.
Right, because I don't know what else a spanker could do besides spank kids.
Right.
Sure. Welcome to Mopo Land. where the evil witch Morticia has cast an evil spell and turned all the fruits of the mighty kingdom into fiendish monsters. Spanky, our primate hero, must hunt down Morticia to liberate Mopoland and save its citizens from a certain famine.
Oh, listen, so Spanky is literally a monkey?
Yeah.
He's a primate hero. I don't want to
guys,
say he's a monkey. He did not.
This was a Game
identify
Boy
Spanky
game.
the monkey.
Spanky the monkey.
Okay. Well, if you didn't know that one, I think you'll definitely
Hold
know
on.
this
Can I
one.
just take a
was trying
minute
to give you
to bathe in the
give you a win.
nostalgia?
Yeah.
I want to bathe in the nostalgia of the Game Boy game thing.
Because you did have one of those.
I
didn't
had a
you?
Game Boy, and I was so excited.
That's actually the most you ever were into games.
I played
Did you play any games with plots on that?
Tetris.
Tetris has a great plot.
Yeah. It starts off, and then it kind of it builds. And then it gets overwhelming, and then I kind of check out. I also played. There was a Super Mario World game, the first one on Game Boy. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Of course, I didn't beat it.
Warp zones?
No warp zones.
Can't warp on a Game Boy.
And I didn't. Yeah, I never beat any game ever. But yeah, those are the only two that I actually think I owned on the Game Boy. But that was a big Christmas for me. Yep.
And
I don't
Spanky's
know.
Quest
You,
was out
you
there.
both have been talking about this next game, so I do think.
Didn't get Spanky's Quest.
Do you
Okay.
want to? Are you done with the nostalgia? Because this one might bring back some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
memories.
Okay. We've both been talking about
Yeah.
You didn't have a Game
Rim
Boy.
World. It's called Rim World.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
RimWorld.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not taking the bait.
Okay.
I'm
I
not taking
don't
the
know
bait.
what you're talking about. Yeah. All right.
I know about
If you don't watch out, you might fall in. That's the subline. What's it called?
this is actually a subsequent game to Spanky's Quest
Exactly.
to
That's what I
find
thought you
a
were both.
job in RimWorld. He's looking for
Yes. Yes.
he's looking for a job in RimWorld.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he's just what's he doing? Just walking on edges? He's walking on edges? Just to be right on the rim of it?
Does this have anything to do? I know about
Don't fall in.
about Skyrim. Is this the world outside? This is if you kept walking in Skyrim forever and you would eventually come to this.
You played that?
Yeah.
Nope.
That sounds.
But I've seen people play it. I've watched people watching people play it. You know what I mean? I've been
yeah.
2 degrees away from playing this game.
Okay.
RimWorld follows 3 survivors from a crashed space liner as they build a colony on a frontier world at the rim of known space. Build colonies, manage your citizens, and defend your civilization from deadly attacks.
Is that Android smoking a cigarette? You can't do that anymore. Matter of fact, you get away with spanking a kid before you can smoke a cigarette these days, and I'm for it. No, I'm against
Right.
against both.
Against both.
I'm against both.
Right.
I'm against spanking and cigarettes.
Right. In that order. Or just both of them, really.
And is that a hairless rat or just a
Have
rat?
you been to the Rim of the World Road?
Yeah.
Do y'all know about this?
You were there with me.
1 hour. 1 hour away. You can go up
That way. That way. That way.
to this road that you feel like you're on the rim of the world, and you can see
If you
the
consider,
entire
like,
San Gabriel Valley.
San Gabriel
and there is
Valley,
a
the world.
high school. Yep, it's a lot of it. The high school, Rim of the World High School. And every time I passed it, I was like, I wonder what it's like to go to that high school. And I've almost enrolled as a narc.
Is this where you drank some fog? You tried to consume fog?
We didn't even have to go that high.
Not
No.
far. Not close, but not far, Stevie.
But I'm just putting it out there into the universe. If Rim of the World High School needs a narc,
He's your man.
I'm willing to shave my beard for it to be a high schooler, because I probably could be one. I'm probably giving it away at this point, though.
Because you like the idea of the view?
Yes, I think that would make school enjoyable for me.
Okay. Okay.
Mythical 24/7 is available to stream on Samsung TV Plus. If you're a Samsung TV user, be sure to check out channel 2625 and enjoy the nonstop flow of Mythical content. While you're there, check out Red Link's buddy system.